Is a big deal, and we all know anything can happen.
And lose 50 pounds over the next 2 months.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But over the years, things happened. He cheated.
Cheating here and there keeps us both sane.
What are we gonna do since you made some progress?
It's hard because when I felt anything.
Gideon goes to hospital. Gideon was weighing 650 pounds on the scale, and he had become dependent on the good graces of his wife Kaylee and his son Johnny to meet his daily needs.
Gideon.
Hello, sir.
So you lost 30 pounds this past month.
The biggest effect.
I'm proud of progress you made. Gideon is a big tall man. Losing 50 pounds is the same as asking other people to lose 20. So he's still not doing all he should be. And I'm concerned about your trust to make sure there are no life-threatening issues right now. And lose another 10 pounds, then I see the effort is there, and I will approve you for surgery.
It's really important to me that Gideon gets approved for the surgery today.
It was obvious that he needed serious help, and he became Dr. Nowzaradan's patient. At a follow-up at Dr. Now's clinic, some medical issues came to light, which set off alarm bells.
I am really worried about Gideon right now. To get a job and start helping more around the house. And he's not doing that.
Do you want to eat a snack?
I can try. Since surgery, I've had no problem sticking to the diet, but I've just found it hard to get up and stay active all day. It's hard because when I felt anything, I could just go eat.
If he doesn't figure this out, I'm taking Jonathan. But on the flip side, knowing everything that we gave up.
It was clear that Gideon's body was fighting a losing battle, and a short stint at the hospital was exactly what he needed to give his body a break and bring his lab work within the bounds of normality.
I've had what I would consider to be a very hectic, childhood, adolescent, all the way up till, both of my parents died at 50, exploded her heart, basically. And then my dad, I fight back tears over my dad's death.
But you do feel responsible for your father's death.
I love you. All this crap that we've been going through.
I know a lot of our issues in marriage and you found my dad in bed, deceased.
If you don't want to be your dad, you've got to resolve his death.
It was perhaps the best thing to ever happen to Gideon, since his 7-day stay at the hospital convinced Dr. Nowzaradan that he was committed to weight loss, and he was immediately cleared for bariatric surgery by the good doctor.
It was worth it.
This last month, I've been to the gym a lot.
Well, I'm proud of you doing very well. Gideon moved back to Oklahoma so quickly in healthy ways that are keeping him on the right track.
We made it. Gideon has honestly blown my mind. He has.
I'm no longer a burden to the people around me. And it's been awesome just enjoying being a family.
Lisa Fleming. At the time 49 years old Lisa appeared on My 600 Pound Life, her weight had climbed from 642 to above 700, and her body was feeling the effects of each and every one of those pounds. She was completely bedbound and dependent upon the care of her daughter Danielle and her husband Herbert. She had an entire battery of people looking after each and every one of her needs.
I just didn't want that, and I just wanted to have fun, eating fast food every day. When I had my last child at age 20, you're gonna have to be the one to sign to take me off. That almost killed me. Losing my mom, I almost lost my mind. I tried to get up and go to the bathroom. I couldn't make it. And I'm over 600 pounds.
But obviously it was not enough, and she ended up in the hospital under Dr. Nowzaradan's care. There were maggots living inside the folds of her leg, and that was just one symptom of how dire the situation had become. Lisa's health issues were piling up, and it was time for the hospital to take care of her finer needs. A lengthy stay in the hospital helped her in losing her weight a little bit, but the progress was not good enough, owing to the fact that her enabling husband Herbert was sneaking in food to keep her happy.
Hi, my dear. You look tired. I am. Can I have my sugar? You happy to be getting out of this place? You see my legs? They look pretty good. Yeah, I could touch my knees. That's amazing. I'm really proud of you, Lisa.
So I want you to lose 30 pounds over the next month. And Danielle, you ready to take care of your mom? She lost a lot of weight here, and we want to keep that going. I'm going to send physical therapy to your home, and I'm also going to send dietitian.
It was obvious very early on that Lisa had some major psychological blockages which needed to be cleared away before she started facing her own weaknesses and become strong enough to put up a fight against the food monster. Clearly frustrated with Lisa's food philandering ways, Dr. Now gave her a good verbal thrashing, prompting an equally alarming emotional response from Lisa. When a patient declares that they want to kill themselves, it's time to call in the big guns, and immediately, Lisa was put under the care of a psychotherapist to show her the light where she could only see darkness.
I have no motivation to be strict with my diet and exercise. Pizza.
Peace.
And a little Coke. But if I don't get what I want, you don't get what you want. Today, I'm meeting with the therapist Dr. Now arranged to come talk to me. Lord knows I need an advocate. Come in.
While Dr. Now was adamant to give Lisa all the help that she needed, going so far as to assign a nutritionist to make a house call on her, Lisa's manipulative ways and bullheadedness finally got her kicked off the program. Eventually, Lisa was able to get surgery on her own, but it was too little too late, and she succumbed to the effects that her long-term weight gain had had on her body over the years, and passed away in August 2018.
Did you say that or you did not?
I said that.
Here's the reality situation. Either you're going to follow our program and you come here, you're not doing that.
I'm being truthful. You think I'm not trying, doctor?
Every moment you're telling me different things. I don't know what you're trying to say.
You should know something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? Because I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Bad. And you want everybody else to do everything for you. And when I call you on it, you just cry and lie.
Liz Evans. Liz Evans' morbidly obese existence had become the bane of her life, and her body was giving out under the extreme stress being put on it.
Today is such a big day for me because I'm finally getting my lymphedema removed. And my mom is here with me for the surgery. This has been the longest I've ever gone without seeing her. But this surgery is a big deal, and we all know anything can happen.
You'll be okay. I've been praying for you. I prayed last night and this morning. Love you.
See,
we got this.
I've come so far in such a short period of time. And if I don't get this surgery, then I'm not going to be able to make the progress I need.
The severe case of lymphedema in her legs was one of the first signs of how serious a turn had been taken by her health. Her journey to success had involved a steep climb, and though she had been able to shed 350 pounds on the way, her success took a severe knock when she went back home and gained another 50 pounds, appearing heavier on her next appointment.
Staying completely immobile is the greatest risk Liz is taking with her life.
My recovery has been tough. I'm certainly glad my lymphedema is gone, so it's just been a bit of an adjustment for me.
Hey, Liz.
Hello, Dr. Nazardan.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Got a chance to look at it?
I haven't.
Why are you afraid you're gonna miss?
She was eventually readmitted to the hospital in an effort to check her progress and put her back on the weight loss wagon. Dr. Now's intensive efforts to put patients on the right track were met with another success, and she was eventually able to get the bariatric surgery she needed to save her life. But it seemed that the surgery was just the right step in the right direction, as her journey to good health was going to be a long one.
And now this removal of your lymphedema, so we get you going home today, and then 3 times a week to get you up.
Oh, okay then.
And lose 50 pounds over the next 2 months.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It is mostly fear of pain that is holding Liz back. Every day she is, her body and her heart gets weaker, but her time will run out soon.
Liz still suffered from the PTSD of having to deal with the tragedy of an assault at the tender age of 6. The psychological wounds she had received from the extreme invasion of her body's sanctity for keeping her from kicking her binge eating habits. A lengthy and long-term relationship with her counselor led to her making progress, and she was still going strong in the process of weight loss at the end of her episode.
Hopefully, Liz, I'll be able to stand on my own.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I want to get weight loss surgery. Things have been harder this past month. But for the past couple of weeks, my mom hasn't been feeling well. She's just tired and don't want to cook, so we eat whatever we have that just tastes good sometimes. But that doesn't mean I'm just giving in all the time right now. I know I shouldn't really be having it, but My mom does so much. I don't want to add to her burden.
I know that you're not supposed to have it.
Kelly Mason. Kelly Mason had only been on this good earth a little more than 4 decades, but it seemed more like a lifetime due to how much weight she was carrying around in a constant battle against gravity.
But then I was scared. I felt like that meant I was going to hell. So my eating habits got worse and I started stealing. Could not stop eating. So in 10th grade, I hit 300 pounds.
Her life had become confined largely to the boundaries of her own home, with each trip outside of it putting the fear of God due to how difficult it was. Her health issues were piling up at breakneck speeds, and she made a long and painfully difficult journey all the way to Houston, Texas, to get the help she needed from Dr. Nowzaradan.
Right, she's out. That's great. Kelly, you doing okay? We'll get you to the hospital, and I'll meet you over there, okay? Thankfully, we were able to get Kelly up off the floor before her situation got any worse, because she may still be facing cardiac arrest soon as a result of all the strain that she just put on her whole system.
Her arrival at the clinic could not have come a moment too soon, since the number of health issues Dr. Now caught during her examination was a warning of how serious the danger was to her health, a heart problem being at the top of the list. Her health issues, along with a transportation accident, landed her in hospital under the supervision and eagle-eyed care of Dr. Nowzaradan without wasting any time.
I felt like I have the opportunity of my life and I'm gonna take advantage of it. I've been working hard and sticking to the diet. I don't know if I hit Dr. Now's 40-pound goal, but I hope I did. Even though that's not my target weight. I feel good about it.
She was put under the care of a cardiologist, and in no time at all, she had an entire team of the best doctors in the field of medicine at her beck and call. It was clear that we will never know if her journey would have been a success or not, since she passed away due to her heart giving out under the stress being put on it by her enormous body. R.I.P. Kelly.
With all the weight you lost, you already have a round of excess skin starting to hang on your stomach. But that's down the road, only if you stay on track. Okay, you're at 401.
That's all we have for you folks. Join us next time.